Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading for the week of October 26th through November 1st. Try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we're beginning with a Four of Cups. This could mean that, this week is going to be pretty gentle emotionally, right? Maybe some of you have had some turmoil. This card kind of is, it's like we've just gotten out of a storm, and now we're just in a calm place, and we just kind of want to stay here for a minute, So I feel like it's going to be a gentle week. I feel like it's not going to be a week of a lot of turmoil. It may really be a card that's saying, look, we want to be we want to be calm, okay? Could be that there are storms all around us right now, and it's just saying stay safe and keep yourself protected from any emotional upset right now, okay? Let's put this card into a little bit of context. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. We have a Princess of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Ah, look at that, a Ten of Cups, wow. And a Three of Cups. Okay, yeah, I don't feel like you have storms around you right now. I kind of feel like the storms are over, I feel like the storm is behind you, and right now you're kind of still in the storm cellar, feeling quite protected. But I feel like the weather is beautiful out there. Here we have a Three of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. It tells me that something painful is over. And it's time for sunshine, it's time for abundance, it's time for family. Let me look at these cards, holy smokes. We have a Knight of Wands, and we have a Six of Cups. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is an urgent message that you need to be aware of. And that urgent message is, the weather's nice outside. The storm is over, the storm is past, okay? All the good things are coming your way now. The difficulty is behind you. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments below the video. Okay. Now, as we look around the room here, where the heck is our major arcana? We don't have any right now, right? And I think it's not because, Spirit's not in the building. Spirit is the building, right? Spirit is the table here. And I feel like what it's kind of saying is that, look, we have the spiritual support that we need in our life right now. And I think that, Spirit is kind of saying that, look, you're fine where you are. When you're ready to come out, when you're ready to take advantage, all these good things are here out there for you. Okay? So Spirit's kind of saying, like, you don't have to, the choice is yours, right? This is a situation that you can decide when it's okay to come up from the storm shelter. Okay? We've got fire, we've got water. Really good water. Even the air energy is saying that we're getting out of a bird cage, that a painful situation is over and behind us. We've got pentacles that are really, really great pentacle cards. You got so many good cards here. But the Four of Cups is also a good card. It's luxury, right? It's saying comfort is nice, but too much of it can dull excitement, right? Too much luxury, too much of the safe feeling here kind of is like, it's really, I don't know, it's like it's getting old, And maybe even right now you're feeling a little bit bored or unmotivated. I feel like you're ready for action. You're ready for a celebration. It's time for you to kind of get out of that safe harbor, that storm shelter. Okay? Try something new to refresh your heart and your mind. We see this Knight of Wands leaping into action, but this is in the position of the difficulty. Okay? Something that may be giving you a little anxiety, but I feel like if there is anxiety about leaping forward right now, it's just because we've gotten comfortable where we are. First of all, comfort zone, right? And also because we're nervous about getting back out there and taking a risk, taking a major leap into something, because we don't know if it's going to work out. You know, we don't really know for sure what is going to become of it. Yeah. I feel like that's really what we need to do. That's what the reading seems to be showing, especially with that Knight of Wands. In this position of your fear, worry, concern, your anxieties. Okay, it's what you want to do, but what we're a little bit anxious about. And in some ways, it's just because we've gotten comfortable here. We feel like it's safe, it's familiar. Okay? So, be thankful for this. Be thankful that you have this sort of stability right now. Be thankful for the luxury, the comfort. Be thankful for the safety. Okay? But also, don't ignore a good opportunity. For some of you, it may be that there is a good opportunity that's in front of you, but maybe it looks a little too ordinary. Okay, maybe we're kind of judging the book by the cover a little bit. Sometimes the best books have just a very plain cover on them. Anyway, I feel like this is or was or has been a period of rest. I think there has been turbulence, and now we're getting comfortable. We're feeling rested. This is kind of, to me, the feeling of this card is like when you're really, really tired, and so you sleep so good at night, but then if you overdo it, you start to feel kind of weird and blah and achy. For me, if I oversleep, my bones start aching and I get a headache. I don't know. And that's kind of the feeling here. It's almost like, it felt very good to rest, but now it's like, I know I got to get up again, And so the rest is good, and I think that it's important that you make sure that and this is your call, when you feel rested, when you feel healthy, when you feel good enough to get back out there, there's something that you should be leaping into right now, as soon as you're ready, okay? And so I think that Spirit's kind of giving you the choice, that's saying, look, this opportunity is out here, there's all these good things in life, the weather's nice. When you're ready, when you feel like you're healed or you're rested and you're comfortable, let's go. Okay? And we've got a Princess of Pentacles. So it feels like, yeah, there is a lot of opportunities that are on the table that are all around you right now. Okay? The Princess of Pentacles is a very, very fertile ground, And now the Pentacle cards, this is how you're building, how you're earning, how you're sustaining what matters to you. It's home, it's health, it's money, it's steady progress. It's your health, your wealth, your fitness, your finances. Okay? And I think right now there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of things that you could, it's kind of a curiosity, I feel like there are a lot of things that are ready to grow in your life into something real. And those things, they just need a little bit of attention, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of water, pull the weeds. It's going to be good. So maybe this week you could think about starting a small project, taking advantage of one of these opportunities and just starting small, nurturing it, paying attention to the details of it, right? Stay grounded this week for sure. Spend time outside, okay? Don't rush forward into anything. I know we've got this Knight of Wands that's saying we got to leap, we got to go, we got to rush. Yeah, but also don't force anything. Okay, so how do we kind of balance that? How do we balance that energy of like being cautious, going kind of easing our way into something new, and then of course the anxiety that we feel that like we kind of just want to rush into it. I think we can have the force and the fire and the enthusiasm and the motivation of the Knight of Wands while still having the gentleness of the Four of Cups and the Princess of Pentacles, We can leap forward into something very boldly, right? But also with a sense of direction and a sense of calmness. Yeah. So we got to be careful, I think, with that Knight of Wands. Yeah. Especially because it's, it's part of some really good Aries energy here. Yeah. And so it may be that, at first glance, we're going to just gently start getting curious about something and sort of, starting small and being very gentle with it. Okay. Well, it'd be a good time for getting outside, getting into nature, gardening, cooking, something that sort of brings a little bit of calm focus. Okay. Patience maybe right now. And this week, I think, slow progress that may be building up into like kind of a more confidence, more of this feeling like, okay, now I want to rush into it with everything I've got. Maybe we have to start slow, start small, and let that, once we get the certainty, once we can identify what the true will is, then we can leap into it. Does that make sense? So it may be that, we want to kind of start gently and then let that energy build until we're just like ready to go. Okay, now 2 of discs. And this is that feeling that we are sort of trying to find balance, trying to find our footing again, And what I'm feeling is that maybe life was really, really busy. Maybe there was a lot of turbulence, a lot of turmoil, a lot of stormy weather. Okay? And now it could be that you're finding your footing again. Okay? This card it's down beneath the surface. So it's kind of like, almost like we're expecting some surprise. We're expecting some kind of a shift. We're expecting, like, with each step, we're trying to step very cautiously because we're expecting, like, the ground to be unstable. And that with every step, before we really put weight on it, we're, like, testing the dirt to see if it can hold the step we're going to take, I think that you're somebody who can really handle change. I think that you do manage to keep your balance. I think that the 4 of Cups is a very steady emotional energy. I think that maybe you've had a lot of surprises and a lot of turbulence. Okay, right now you may still feel like you're juggling a lot of things like work and health and home responsibilities, It's also maybe a card that's saying what we need is change of scenery. What we need is, travel or some kind of movement that can re-energize us. Sometimes you get out of bed and you're just really slow and stiff, but then once you like stretch and like you get your blood pumping again, you get warmed up, then we can start sprinting around the house if we wanted to. That may be the type of vibe we have, yeah. I think things are finding their rhythm in your life right now. I think that you're trying to get back into the flow. Again, I feel like maybe last week or just the way life has been for you has been very challenging. Maybe a lot of things, you have been juggling a lot. And so having that 4 of Cups, having a little bit of time to just sort of stabilize has been a good thing, a little bit of that rest energy. Okay. But let's talk about that 9 of Pentacles, because you're surrounded by really, really good cards. This is good news coming in. Okay. There's good news in money, in home, or health is going to arrive. And I think that this is really like, this is something that we're really hoping for. And it could be something that, even with that 4 of Cups, it could be like something that you have been waiting for and kind of like trying to like not get too excited about it yet, or not like count your chickens before they hatch, I feel like you can count them now. The 9 of Pentacles or discs is the card of the visible signs of progress. So you're going to be enjoying the comfort that comes through the effort and through whatever this gain is. Whatever you've been doing or working toward it's paying off. Okay? I feel like a lot of you are achieving a kind of independence or even like a self-sufficiency. Okay? And it probably has to do with finances. Okay? I think that for a lot of you, there is going to be this sort of reward for some risks that you have taken already. It's been a whirlwind of activity that's paying off now. And that reward is sort of leading to this ability to sort of like stay comfortable. And in that comfort, I think you're starting to feel like we've got to make some new moves here. We've got to find something new to do, right? But treat yourself. You've earned the rest. And we could look at this very linearly and say that, look, you've had a big win. You've earned the rest. But now in that rest, you're starting to get a little bit restless. And we're starting to feel like I want to leap into something. I'm kind of like I'm itching for something new to do. And I think you're looking for another win. It's almost like the dopamine's worn off, and now we're looking for another really big celebration. And I feel like you're going to be getting that. Okay. Be kind to yourself. Enjoy what you're earning, and treat yourself. Buy yourself something nice. And you know what? Even buy somebody else something nice. A kind gesture is going to bring a lot of joy to somebody. Share your abundance right now, okay? With that Four of Cups, you're kind of resting, but keep your doors open, this is what we see here. Of course, we have the community card with the Six of Cups as well. So I feel like, it's safe for you to enjoy. Maybe this is something that either this was like money that came in, but like you're just kind of, you're hesitating to accept it or spend it until you know that it's going to stick around. It's not going to be taken away, or it wasn't a mistake or something like this, right? We're just trying to hang on to it for a few minutes. What I feel like, too, is a lot of you are going to be experiencing a type of financial income that's going to let you feel safe emotionally. Like you're going to have a little bit of money in savings. It's going to make you feel a little more secure, emotionally stable, okay? And I think that's something that's just like, I'm not looking to jeopardize that now. It's like, I don't want to spend that money. I'm just going to put it in the sock drawer or under the mattress or in the bank account, and I'm just going to leave it in there for now. Just because I want to have a moment where you can feel what it feels like to have a little bit of financial security, a little bit of financial safety or comfort, or like a safety net, or like that cushion. That could be your Four of Cups too, okay? And so it really is saying like, yeah, enjoy what you've built. Enjoy the sort of mental peace that you can feel, okay? The mental and emotional rest because of this 9, okay? And I think, of course, expressing gratitude, because that's going to attract even more good fortune for you. This is really nice. The 10 of Cups also is kind of showing the emotional fulfillment. It's kind of like, I don't know, I almost feel like part of this reading is telling you that it's safe for you to acknowledge what you've built, what you've earned, what you've gained. And it's safe now for you to really like feel the win. It's safe for you to feel good about what's out there for you. This is peace. The 10 of Cups is peace and comfort. Surrounding you, your home, your loved ones, your life, your personal life. Relationships, right, that are supportive and kind. This is almost a sense of completeness. So enjoy this harmony. And maybe the Four of Cups is really just like kind of nervous about letting myself feel happy, because what if it's not real? What if it gets taken away? What if it's too good to be true? What if it was a mistake? Kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. But no, you can enjoy this, right? But again, with this and the Four of Cups, there's this sort of caution I'm feeling like, don't start getting bored, Watch for boredom or watch for overindulgence that may be saying like, it's time to freshen things up. It's time to find something new to get into. Even if you're experiencing, maybe you sold your business, you got a lot of money or a lot of time, a lot of space or whatever. It's fine, enjoy it, yeah. Eventually you're gonna feel like, kind of want to do something else now. This is the satiety card. I've been to the buffet, I've eaten everything that I wanted to eat, I'm full, I don't need any more food, I'm good to go. Well, instead of just sitting there, we're going to keep eating. That doesn't feel good. I feel like we just sort of sit there and we just enjoy the feeling of being satiated. But then we start feeling like, okay, well, I don't really want to sit here in the booth at the restaurant anymore. So if I sit here, I know that I'm just going to keep eating, and I'm really not hungry for food right now. So let's get up, let's do something else. Let's go see a movie. Let's go to mini golfing or something, right? Let's get up and do something else before we just sit here and kind of like start to not feel so good or start to just overindulge. So I feel like that's kind of the message here. It's like we want to freshen things up. It's time to sort of look for something else now. But stay thankful and show your gratitude and enjoy this, okay? I think this week your life is going to feel much more stable and much more satisfying than it has, okay? And I think that, moving forward, you have a 3 of Cups here, which is very awesome too. This is, sharing your happiness with other people. This is laughter, this is gatherings, this is joy. Okay? This is even creative or social kind of collaboration that'll bring more success. Okay? It may be that you've been hesitating to really celebrate a win, but it's kind of like, I think Spirit's saying as soon as you're ready, like, celebrate. As soon as you're ready, there is a lot of joy and abundance available to you all around you right now. So be generous with your time, effort, energy, your money, your space. Share it with other people, okay? But enjoy it in balance. Again, don't want to overindulge. Notice the new opportunities. Reach out to friends maybe that you haven't seen in a while. Joy is going to multiply when it's shared with other people. Okay. Now, moving over to the path of the serpent, I do want to take a moment to just quickly say thank you to everybody that's watching the video and supporting the channel. I appreciate you. There is something like 40% of people that regularly watch the channel but aren't subscribed. So if you could do me a really quick favor and hit the subscribe button. It's a very simple, easy way that doesn't cost anything. A good way to support the channel. I really do appreciate that. All right. Now, 3 of Wands here. Virtue. Your hard work is showing results. And I think that it's important that you recognize that. Be proud of the progress you're making. Okay? Your efforts are returning rewards. Okay? And I think that it's important that you can see that and recognize that and allow yourself to feel that pride. Yeah. I feel like for some of you there is an opportunity that's maybe something coming in, maybe a message or something like this. I feel like you're identifying something that's like a new opportunity for growth or for new expansion or for like a new side hustle or a new job or a new project or a new endeavor. Okay. And I think that's going to be very exciting because I feel like it's kind of a way for you to continue expanding on your work or what you're doing. And maybe the 4 of Cups really too is kind of saying that, things have been really, really good. There's been a storm. There's been a lot of hard work. It's been a whirlwind. But maybe now things are settling down. Things are pretty stable. And it's just kind of like we're ready to take things to the next level, ready to expand. Okay. The 3 of Wands, keep doing the right thing, even if it's difficult, even if it's hard, keep doing it. Don't show off, but be proud of your work. It's kind of a quiet strength, okay? Your integrity right now is going to really attract more success and more opportunities into your life. The 10 of Swords is really what's telling me that, yeah, there has been a bit of a storm or there was a painful situation that is now over. And it may be related to the finances, saying that we were in maybe some dire straits. And now that has subsided. It's finally over. And now you're in that Four of Cups, the relief mode. Okay. That now we're in this resting, comfort, healing, restoring the balance kind of pause energy of the Four of Cups. Something difficult finally ended. And there's the relief we have. Okay. This may be the rising up again after we've kind of hit bottom somewhere. Yeah. But if you are replaying the past, stop it. Okay. Be open to the future. The new light is here. So acknowledge the ending and know that the next path is open to you as soon as you're ready. I think you have to believe. It's kind of like at the end of the movie and all the characters are like, is it over? Is it actually over? Like whatever their adventure was, it's like, did we defeat the monster? Is it finally done? And it's like, at first you don't believe it because, most horror movies, you think you're done and then there's like 20 minutes more where the monster comes back to life or something. And so I feel like a lot of you are just kind of like waiting now to be like, let's just make sure it's over. Let's make sure the storm has passed before we go and celebrate and start building and and enjoying what we have. And so this feels like that pause. And it feels like you need to acknowledge that, yes, something is over. And it's okay for you to rest and recharge, but start building, get out there and start doing it. Okay? And I think focus on humor. Celebrate with your people and enjoy your company and laugh and, and share share the experience with others. I feel like this is a really positive ending. It's something that was difficult and painful, but this idea that now it's finally over and we can begin, the rest of our lives, so to speak, I feel like is a very positive thing. Yeah. Now, Knight of Wands here. Very fiery energy, fire on fire. It's in the position of our sort of hopes, fears. It's just kind of like something we want, but something we might be a little bit anxious about. And this is this is the idea of leaping forward, rushing into, to something new. Fast changes and excitement and travel and going all in on something and rushing forward. And it may be that you really want to do that because this is motivation, this is gusto, this is enthusiasm, right? It's kind of like we're hesitating now because it's just like, I want to make sure that this past is really done. I want to make sure something is really, really actually over before I go boldly forward, I feel like there is, for a lot of you, there is an opportunity that is appearing rather suddenly. And it's going to make you want to leap into it. But then the Four of Cups is kind of saying, is it too soon? Okay, or I need to make, first, before I want to leap into it, but before I do, I just want to make sure that this stuff is done and over with. So I feel like this is the moment. Yeah. So I feel like you're channeling this energy, and I feel like you're going to take the leap. I feel like you're resting a little bit before you do it. This is you taking quick action into a new adventure, leaping boldly forward, very boldly. Okay. And I think it's leading to good things. I think it really is going to be a positive choice. But again, it's kind of Spirit is giving you the choice, saying, whenever you're ready, okay, because you have that Four of Cups, there's no major arcana cards. As soon as you're ready, it's there for you. Now we have the Six of Pleasure, okay? And this is like, this is you remembering what it feels like, the simple joys, the familiar comforts of like, of making progress and living in this kind of harmony or this kind of a flow state. Okay, this is you playing, creating, laughing, living without overthinking, without too much worry. Okay, this is your heart being very open to new happiness. So don't get stuck in the past. Celebrate the people around you. Love right now feels easy. It feels real. Good time for romance. But it's again, when you're ready, it's out there for you, and all you got to do is leap into it. Whether this is business or art or creativity or whatever it is. Social stuff, friends, getting back to family stuff. You can leap into it whenever you're ready. And it's a familiar place. And it feels very, very good. And I think that I think there may be something about the past that you need to forgive. Kind of forgive, let it go, let it be over, and get back to living your life. Don't get stuck in the past. This is a card that's saying, let's enjoy the moment. Enjoy all the good things that you've got around you right now. And create more. And with the Princess of Pentacles, we're looking for that new adventure. We're looking for that new thing that it feels good, it feels right. I'm going to leap into it, and it's going to be harmonious. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, it's going to be a very, very pleasurable experience. For some of you, it could be a new relationship or a new friendship, or even getting back to your old hobbies or, whatever, right? Your sport, getting back to music or anything like this. Getting back to business, getting back to life. Okay, let's look at our mystery card. I kind of want like an Empress energy here. But I kind of feel maybe we're going to get like an Eight of Cups. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. Let's see. Well, we've got a Queen of Wands. That's pretty good energy. This is very confident. This is somebody that, the Queen of Wands are always, all the queens of the tarot are processing and ending. Looking at the past and processing that so that we can have closure, So I feel like this is someone who is really putting the past behind them quick. You've got the Knight and the Queen of Wands, right? So I feel like this is the moment when you're ready. It's like a switch gets flipped. Past is done. Where are we going now? Where are we headed? And I feel like when you're ready, it's going to happen quickly. Okay? This is a person who is shining, who is strong and confident and warm and generous. And you've got this charm, this charisma, this creativity. This is a bravery, right? This is a confidence that's really making you magnetic. This is somebody that the past is done and over. We've processed the past quickly. Processed the ending like that. Done. What's next? When you're ready, you turn this energy on and you're good to go. All right. Now, we're going to go do an extended reading. Click on the join button. That's right down there. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram. We're going to do oracle cards, tarot cards. We'll clarify love and money. We'll do the yes/no coin. Okay. Taurus, I thank you. I love you. And we're all in this together.